Anti-abortion activists are descending on Washington today for the annual March for Life. The march takes place annually on the anniversary of Roe v. Wade. And this year's theme, Next Steps, marching forward in a post-Roe America. Since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, at least 14 states have ceased nearly all abortion services. ABC's Jay O'Brien joins me live from Washington, along with senior national policy reporter in Flaherty for more on this. Jay, what's it like there right now, and what can we expect from this march today?
Yeah, Diane, good morning. People are still filing in here. We're going to get going underway here in about an hour's time. They're expecting a crowd in the thousands. In the past, this event has had people in the tens of thousands. It has largely been a symbol of the anti-abortion movement for decades. Today, they're going to march to the Supreme Court as they have for decades, but they're also going to take a detour at the U.S. Capitol as an acknowledgement of the fact that the anti-abortion movement, even abortion rights movements, look much different now in this new framework after the overturning of Roe v. Wade. This is the first of this kind of march since Roe was overturned. So a new task facing this group, facing abortion rights groups as well, and today is just another symbol of that.
Now, and Vice President Kamala Harris is set to mark the Roe anniversary with remarks in Florida this weekend. What are you expecting to hear from her?
Well, we're expecting her to talk from Tallahassee, which is the state capital, and this is sending a clear message. What they're saying is we're taking this to the states. This is no longer at the federal level, and they're doing this for two reasons, Diane. Really, they're saying, one, our power is limited. We can only do so much. The most that this White House can do is prevent a federal ban on abortion from going into effect. And two, they think that this is a winning strategy. They saw this in the midterms with states like Michigan and Kentucky, earlier with Kansas. They think that this is a way of turning out voter turnout, and I would guess that this is very a clear strategy for 2024 for them.
So, Jay, how big of a victory for the anti-abortion movement was the Dobbs decision, and what kind of practical impact has it had?
Oh, it's a massive victory, as you know, Diane. And the question now facing anti-abortion groups is what do they do moving forward? As Ann mentioned, the battle in so much of this goes now to the states because the Dobbs decision allows the states to decide what they want to do when it comes to abortion rights. This group obviously also lobbying Congress, this new Republican House, for federal abortion legislation that comes out of the Republican House. Obviously, anything that comes out of a Republican-controlled House would likely have a very difficult path in a Democrat-controlled Senate. But when you talk about states here, the question also becomes, what is the level of effect that any kind of abortion battle at the state level has? We've seen in Kansas, we've seen in Kentucky, voters reject proposals to ban abortion in those states constitutions. We saw in Michigan, voters say that they wanted to enshrine a right to abortion in the Michigan Constitution. So as this battle goes to the state, the question becomes, what does it look like going forward?
Now, Ann, the March for Life theme is Next Steps this year. So where does the abortion battle go from here?
So, Diane, I think this goes straight to abortion medication. So I've talked with a lot of these anti-abortion groups, and what they say is this is hands down the biggest threat to their movement, because right now you can go online and for fairly cheaply, you can purchase this medication illegally and have it sent to you from an overseas pharmacy. They want to see states cracking down on this. They want to see governors cracking down on this, and they want to see tougher penalties for this. The abortion rights supporters say that they want to see increased access. We just saw the FDA allow pharmacies to carry this medication. So I think you're going to see a flurry of lawsuits. I think you're going to see people fight with that. And the question is whether or not the Justice Department is going to wade in on this. And right now they're staying out of the fray. I don't know if they will for long, though.
All right,
Diane.
Ann Flaherty, Jay O'Brien, thank you both.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.